Hello, welcome to How to Host a Successful Card Game Meetup. So, if you like playing cards and you just don't have enough players, and don't get me wrong, who doesn't like playing card games? But yeah, you just need more people to play, and you don't really know anybody that plays cards, and so you got to put your best effort out there to form a public card game meetup or just any card game meetup. So, in this video, we're going to talk about how to do that, what we can do to actually get people to sit down at the card table and try something. I mean, it's never been a better time to learn card games. Maybe you didn't grow up with a card playing culture, maybe you didn't have one, maybe video games preoccupied your life, and now you're wanting to get into card games and enjoy what the folks that came before us enjoyed before we were ever born. Well, first we're going to need a plan. We're going to need to fill out some flyers or something, let the general public know that we have a card game meetup. And we definitely need to make a bunch of copies and go around and put them on every telephone pole, grocery store, billboard, and just anywhere that can be seen conspicuously in public. And hopefully somebody will come to our card game meetup. Or we could post on Reddit and Facebook, other social media. Well, once we actually have a list of people that want to play cards, we know what they want to play, it's going to be very important to form a menu of what games are going to be played that day. That way everybody knows what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. That way there's no surprises. Everybody knows how to play the games. It should be pretty fun. Everybody's going to have a good time. That being said, we then need to consider where exactly this is going to be. I don't really trust these strangers in my own home yet, so I'm going to consider some places that we could go. First place I'm going to consider every local board game cafe. This is a wonderful place to have a card game meetup. It's perfect for it. That's what it's there for. But let's say that your town doesn't really have this, or they don't want your kind in their board game cafe. Or maybe you're going on vacation and you could have a great camping trip. That's a perfect place to meet with other campers and coordinate that way. Sometimes hotel rooms have conference rooms for rent. Be a good place. Your public library also serves as a wonderful place if you can stay somewhat quiet. And they always have a lot of tables that aren't in use. It's a pretty good place to have a card game. In fact, they probably already have some card game and board game nights there, so you might want to check your local library. You never really know. The food court in the mall is also an excellent option. I've seen some get-together groups that have played board games there. Your local coffee house definitely would welcome your presence there. Most of them would. Maybe they wouldn't. If you have a grocery store that has a dining area attached, that's also an excellent place for it. Our bar has always been a good place to have a card game meetup. Now, once you get to know these people and you're pretty sure they're not going to come by your house late at night and steal all your stuff, and you think you could trust these people, and you've seen some evidence to suggest that you could probably have it at your home, but you'll probably need to get a good card table, I would imagine. And so the next thing you got to consider once you have picked the location out, if you're going to have it in your home, is the food. Now, of course, a public place you probably won't have any, but once you get familiar with these people and you want to have it at your own house, you're going to need to consider some catering of some sort. My recommendation, of course, is the Card Player's cheap go-to food, the sandwich. You can have all sorts of sandwiches. They're relatively cheap. Some people can bring their own sandwich tray. You'll probably have a bunch of leftovers, which means you'll have breakfast and lunch and dinner in the morning if you're the type of people that eat leftovers and maximize your dollar. You also need to have some beverages with that. Particularly, you could have anything, maybe beer, maybe soda. And beer just seems to go real well with playing cards, just always has, it seems. Then you'll need to consider music. My recommendation, of course, it doesn't matter what kind of music you like. If you like classical, easy listening, anything, pop, rock, whatever, the most important thing about the music is that you need to make sure it's just music. This means only instruments, only instrumentals. Particularly no singing. As long as there's no singing, I think you'll be okay, because the thing with singing is, the thing with lyrics is, it will distract you. It will get in your head. Somebody might blurt out the instrumentals and it'll be a real distraction. You want people to be able to talk over the music, and music that has lyrics, no matter what language, will be a distraction. And so, like always, if you want to play some card games in public, do check out our subreddit, Card Game Meetups. If you haven't gone on there yet and posted your city and what games you know, do so now. Also, check out the Discord. We talk about card games all day. And I want to thank Super Guitar Bros today for allowing us to use their Donkey Kong Aquatic theme cover that they did. It was a wonderful song, wonderful music. And I hope everybody tries this out, tries to have a card game meetup, and lets us know in the comments if they ever got one done. See you next video.